Brother, today we're stepping into something heavy. This isn't light, this isn't casual, and it's definitely not for weak minds. What you're about to hear carries weight. Before we go any further, I want to acknowledge something. You saw the warning, and still chose to stay. That alone says something about you, because most men spend their entire lives running away from uncomfortable truths. But you're here to face them, and that kind of courage, it's quiet, but powerful. This is not entertainment. There are no tricks here, no fake charm, no rehearsed dating advice. What we're about to uncover is raw truth, the kind that shakes your beliefs about loyalty, love, and trust, the kind that can reopen wounds you thought were already healed. But sometimes, brother, real growth comes from looking at those scars again, not as pain, but as lessons. What I'm about to share isn't exaggerated. It's not some made-up story for views. It's built on real research, real pain, and the silent voices of men who suffered alone, men who were never told the truth. Society tells you to stay strong, to smile, to keep moving forward, even when your heart is breaking in silence. But today, let this be your awakening. Say it quietly to yourself. I choose to see the truth, because whether you're married or planning to be one day, your identity as a man stands on one sacred principle: loyalty. Your loyalty is your crown, your honor, your foundation. But here's the question most men are afraid to ask. What if the person you gave that loyalty to never truly deserved it? Before we go deeper into this storm, give me just a few seconds. Not for me, not for ego, but for something bigger. Out there, beyond our daily lives, there are silent souls suffering, abandoned cats, stray dogs, living beings with no voice yet still deserving of mercy. I don't come from wealth. I don't have big sponsors or luxury setups. What I have is you, your support, your presence, your strength. Together, we're building something meaningful, not for fame, but to make a difference. Even a small act, something as simple as the cost of a cup of coffee, can help keep a life alive tonight. If your heart feels it, give, not out of pressure, but out of love. That alone is enough. Now take a deep breath, because from here on, we step into the fire. It was November 6th, 1948, Chicago. A 34-year-old man named David Miller stood at the beginning of a story that would mark his soul forever. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous. He was just a man, full of loyalty. That same year, he married Claire Evans, the woman he believed would be his forever. This wasn't an arrangement. This wasn't shallow attraction. This was real love, deep love, the kind poets write about. Claire used to whisper to him, "You're everything I want for the rest of my life." Those words became his foundation, his hope, his future. But words, brother, can fade. Promises lose their weight. And what looks unbreakable on the surface can collapse under hidden truths. Months passed. Small arguments began. Nothing serious. Bills, dinner, everyday life. But those small cracks revealed something deeper, a growing distance, a silent disconnect between two people who were supposed to share one life. David worked day and night, 2 jobs, not chasing wealth, just chasing peace, to come home, share a meal, and sleep beside the woman he loved. That was his paradise. But Claire was already drifting away, emotionally, mentally, completely. She ignored him, disrespected him, stopped answering his calls. Excuses piled up, building a wall between them. And by the time David finally saw the truth, she was already gone. Stay with me, brother, because what comes next, the full story of loyalty, betrayal, and the truth every man must understand, might completely change the way you see love, commitment, and trust. And before we continue, make sure you subscribe, because what you're about to learn, most men never discover until it's too late.